Good morning, sweetest potatoes. I've been waking up at the crack of dawn around 5-ish for some time now, but since I've been working a little later, I've been listening to my body and waking up when I feel fully rested. Today is starting around 7:30. First thing I always do every single morning is brush my teeth, and it turned out to be so dry, and wash my face. I usually head out shortly after this and changing, but today I'm going to slow it down and actually enjoy my morning. Having been a planner, worrier, and rusher for most of my existence, like how I'd have to know what is going to happen exactly when and why, or how I found comfort in being in control as a way to manage my very out of control life, or having this insatiable need to go harder, better, faster, and stronger all the time. These are all habits, thoughts, and notions I've been trying to gently and gracefully confront to determine why I am and have been driven by these tendencies. The first step to it all is really to embrace stillness and be present in the day-to-day. The next steps will be to make time to reflect and to put in the effort to recalibrate. But let's just focus on the first two for our morning. Embracing stillness and being present in all that we do. To quote Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday, a book I'm currently reading, to the ancient Stoics, if one could develop this stillness, this peace within themselves, the world could be at war and in complete chaos, but they could maintain their tranquility. They could still think well, work well, and be well. You may be sure that you're at peace with yourself when no noise reaches you, when no words shake you out of yourself, whether it be flattery or a threat. And here's how I'm choosing to embrace stillness. By first feeding my belly, so I am not hungers and hangry. This is an apple and pear soup that I made a couple days ago, and I've been trying to start every morning with lemon honey water because I got a bag of lemons and they have to be used up or else they'll go to waste. And of course, lemon is great for you in the morning with warm water. So I turned off the stove. I'm letting the pear soup cool down as I make my bed. And if you guys have been following for a while, I've been making my bed every morning since I've moved into this apartment, and it low-key changed my life. I wish I listened to my mother when I was younger and started making my beds every morning. It brings so much order into your day first thing in the morning, and when you come home after a long day at work, just looking at a nicely made bed, it's so beautiful. And here I'm enjoying my breakfast. I usually am listening to a podcast or music or watching some Korean dramas in the morning or when I have some downtime, but today I chose to actively sit in silence and eat. And off to work I go. And we're at work. The first thing I like doing every morning is checking emails and responding to anything that's urgent. Then I will take a look at my calendar to kind of mentally map out the week and weeks ahead so I know what to tackle first. This specific day, I slightly started freaking out because there's so much to be done, but instead of succumbing to stress and worries and the incessant noise in our heads, I just put on my headphones and got to work because videos need to be edited, videos need to be done. This was last week's video that started as a 1-hour video that I had to cut down to 22 minutes because nobody's got time for a 1-hour video, and here I'm taking a little snack break. Waffle fried dance, yes, so good. And always remember to hydrate throughout the day. Hydration is key and is so important. So in the spirit of being still and being at peace, I think if you start your day off very quiet and peaceful, it'll carry on throughout the rest of your day, which is why I love meditating in the mornings, because it just you just take it with you throughout the rest of the day. And taking time for stillness was definitely something I needed today because it is jam-packed, as you will see.
Dude, we both, I feel like before when we looked disheveled, it wasn't as bad because like at least you just tuck the hair behind. But now it's literally like,
if anything, it makes me want to do my hair more.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Hey guys, how are you?
Hello.
It is yes?
Yes,
Yes.
now we can.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
So excited. Here's a little behind the scenes of what went into the launch and creation of our jewelry line. This is probably news to most of you. So yes, Felicia and I designed a necklace and a bracelet with Ana Luisa. It just launched today, so if you want to take a look-sees, I'll link them both down below. On this call last week, we're finalizing the price, logistics, and ironing out all the last-minute details before launching today. And this has been almost half a year in the making, and I'm so excited to be able to finally share this with you all. It's kind of like a little secret that I've been keeping to myself. There's absolutely no reason why I had to keep this secret to myself. I'm just haven't done a good job at, I guess, teasing and promoting, but it's here. So the idea behind the bracelet and the necklace that you guys will see in just a second, it's a flower, and the reason why it's a flower with a square cutout is because we wanted to tap into our roots and put a contemporary spin on something very traditional. So we took the Chinese coin with the iconic square cutout, stacked it on top of each other to create this floral flower design. To me, this bracelet and necklace serves as a reminder for me to never forget my roots, who I am, and all that I stand for. Like Chihiro in Spirited Away, and how important it was for her to remember her name and her quest for freedom for both herself and her parents. This is just what the pieces mean to me, but it can mean absolutely anything to you. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. It's like you give me power in divine fury, but you just give me sweat instead of light.
Power comes in all forms.
Bye. Alright, so back to work I go. Here I'm making some very elementary graphics, basically just doodling in Photoshop behind a transparent background, exporting it, and then dropping it into Final Cut. In the past couple of videos, I've been trying to get a lot more creative with the graphics and the animation. Don't know if you guys can tell. And to really step up my game, I decided to watch one of my really good friends' course on Skillshare as I wait for my video to export. And dude, everything she touches, be it graphic design, murals, anything, it turns to gold. And it's so encouraging and so inspiring to get a peer into her brain and see how her creative process works. Took that as a little break, back to making thumbnails for my video. Just pulled a screenshot from here. Here is the Instagram stories little teaser that I share with you guys to let you guys know that my video will be premiering shortly. And after premiering the video, when I got home, I decided to continue watching the course. So in this class, she's basically walking us through how she would create a piece of artwork, like a graphic design from scratch, from ideation to researching to getting inspiration to actually drawing out the artwork. And although I didn't start drawing mine, I started the ideation process, which I'll show you guys in a bit. Halfway through watching the course, my parents called me, so of course I picked up. Except 我的那个
OK，except 啦，
Hi.
爸爸跑掉了，爸爸
为什么？爸爸回来。OK
早上起来再想，
OK
把东西倒掉，你才能再装新的。
empty
Yes。
OK
不要全部塞得满满的，全部就砸掉。Good night。
Good night. Thank you. Love you. Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Bye. Bye bye. Okay, continue. At this point, I just washed my face. I'm getting ready for bed, but before bed, I wanted to do a little bit more creative work. So I'm looking up inspiration on Pinterest, as Jeanette suggested in the course. If you guys want to take this course with me, or if you guys are interested in any Skillshare courses, Skillshare, if you guys don't know already, should know by now, is my favorite online learning community with thousands of classes covering anything creative to entrepreneurial. Skillshare is also really affordable, especially when compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. And I think it's gonna be pretty hard to get a in-person class or workshop with Jeanette. So this is the second best option. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. And because Skillshare is sponsoring this video, you guys can sign up with the link in the description box below and get a 2-month free trial. You're welcome. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a lovely day. Here's a voice hug. Love you guys. See you guys next week.